And so all it takes is one employee doing something wrong or one customer saying one thing that you don't like and you're off, right? So instead of that, learn how to be fully present. So how do we do that, right? Okay, I understand, fully present, get it, harmony, get it. What do I need to do? Welcome back to the Success Unleashed show. Our focus here, if it hasn't been made readily apparent already, is to help you get the tools, the tactics, and the techniques that you need to be successful, but not just in business, in your personal life as well. And I want to share a story with you because the story is going to drive home a point. I spend most of my time, day in and day out, dealing with contractors, helping them see the reality of their situation and what they can do to improve it. Now, some of these contractors are six-figure contractors, some of them are seven-figure contractors, and some of them are eight-figure contractors. And yet they all struggle with the same thing. Tell me if this sounds familiar. It's been another 12 or 14-hour day. It's 9, 10 o'clock at night. You're driving home on the freeway. Everything's just kind of blurry, passing you by. Why? Because you're tired, because you're worn out, because you spent the entire day dealing with other people and their problems. And you know that by the time you roll into the driveway, that porch light on, you park your truck, you walk inside, that everybody's going to be asleep. Even your wife, probably on the couch, but asleep. And it's going to be another night that you missed your kids' soccer practice. It's going to be another night that your wife wanted to do something with you or tell you about her day, but you missed it. The problem is that these nights and these days keep repeating themselves over and over and over again. But I'll tell you what, they will end one day, one way or another. They're going to end because your wife is going to grow tired of being a single parent. They're going to end because you're just going to burn your business to the ground because you're so tired of dealing with employees and clients and estimates and billing and invoicing. Or they're going to end because you finally figure out how to make it all work together. The question I get asked the most, whether you're 6, 7, or 8-figure contractor, is this: how do I actually balance it all? How do I make it all work? Because right now I feel handcuffed to my business. I feel like I'm trapped. I feel like there's no way out. I feel like if I turn my back or if I step away, it's all going to come crashing down. But at the same time, I want to be with my family. I want to spend time with them. That's the reason I started the business. And this back and forth and back and forth. So here's your little secret. There's no such thing as work-life balance. There's not. I don't care what book you read, what podcast you listen to, what influential person you follow that tells you there is. Find it. Find the balance. Find the peace. It's all a bunch of BS. How do I know? Because I've lived it, because I've experienced it. In fact, recording this episode, it's past 8 o'clock at night. And I'm here. I'm not with my family, not with my kids. I'm here. Why am I telling you this though? Do I want you to feel bad? Do I want you to feel guilty? Do I want you to feel worse about the situation that you're in? No. I want you to do something about it. And I'll tell you why I don't feel bad being here at 8 o'clock at night, recording this episode. And it's for this very simple reason. I've figured out not work-life balance, but work-life harmony. Now, what's the difference? What's the difference between balance and harmony? Well, think of a balance exactly like you would, right? There's a little triangle and you're trying to balance some straight board or straight piece on top of the triangle. You have to get it just right for it to balance. And then one little shake, move, bump, breeze, you're off balance again. Harmony, on the other hand, is the two sides working together. What does that look like? Well, let me share this with you. The first thing that it looks like is you are fully present wherever it is that you are. If you're at work, be fully present at work. Be fully engaged at work. Be fully willing to do what you need to do that day to get the thing done that needs to get done. But when you're at home, be fully present. Fully present with your wife. Fully present with your kids. Fully present on the reason that you started your business. Harmony. My wife knows that I will commit and dedicate specific time to her, which she loves. We go on walks. I talk to her about work. I buy her flowers. We go on dates. I take her to get her nails done, which gives me the freedom and the flexibility and the peace of mind to be able to be focused at work. Now, I'm not telling you to work 18 to 20-hour days and then somehow try to squeeze family time in on the weekend. What I'm saying is you be intentional about your time. So if right now it's late at night and you're sitting at your computer, or you're driving home, or you're doing an invoice, or you're following up on a bid, or insert blank, something's off. Especially if you're doing the same thing for the last 3 months. Now I get it. I'm a contractor. There's busy seasons, and I have to be busy during the busy seasons. Maybe. But what if you were productive instead of busy? What if you were able to get more done in less time? Now think about this. Whenever you've had an issue at home, where does it follow you? It follows you to work. So if you're arguing with your wife about not spending enough time with her, or not being present for the kid's birthday, or not being able to go on the next vacation, or whatever the thing is, then at work, the only thing you're thinking about is that. And so all it takes is one employee doing something wrong, or one customer saying one thing that you don't like, and you're off, right? So instead of that, learn how to be fully present. So how do we do that, right? Okay, I understand. Fully present, get it. Harmony, get it. What do I need to do? Here's what I do, okay? It starts with planning. Sounds silly, right? Because we talk about planning inside of your contracting business every single day. But it's not just planning inside of your contractor business. It's planning inside of your life. Here's the first thing that you need to put in your calendar. First thing, ready? Some of you are going to say, oh, it's my appointments. Some of you are going to say, oh, I'm smart about this one. It's my family. Wrong and wrong. The first thing that you need to put in your calendar is you time. Now, what do I mean by you time? I mean time that you get to focus and dedicate to you, the things that you like. You like to fish? Put in 2 hours a week to fish. You like to hunt? That might be a little more difficult, especially in the city, but put intentional time in to hunt. You like to golf. You like to play tennis. You like to swim. You like to hike. Whatever the thing is that you like to do that brings you joy. Hell, it could be video games. I'm not here to judge. You like to play your Call of Duty? Great. Put intentional time in to do that. No distractions, no phone, no nothing. It's just you doing what fills you up on the inside. That's the first thing. The second thing that goes into calendar is your family. Because if you're going to pour into somebody, family, business, you can only pour what you have. And if you haven't filled yourself up, you got nothing to give your family, which is why they hate you so much. And you got nothing to give your business, which is why it feels like a job. So number one is you. Number two is your family. These are the activities, the non-negotiables. You should be doing weekly date night with your wife. You should be spending intentional time with each of your children every single week. Now, for those of you who have like 10 kids, sorry, bro. I feel for you. I had 3, very manageable, right? But you're going to have to spend intentional time with them. Whether they're painting your nails, or you're coloring in a coloring book, or throwing the baseball in the backyard, or going to get ice cream. Intentional time with your family. You want to feel connected with them, spend intentional time with them. And not doing what you love to do, but doing what they love to do. That's right. The rom-com on Netflix, you're going to be watching it. But trust me, it will pay off in the end. The third thing, the final thing you put in your calendar is all your business stuff. Because here's the crazy part about business. I don't care if you have 10 hours a week to do business or if you have 80 hours a week to do business. Business will fill up the time it's given. So if it doesn't have time on Friday night from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., because that's date night, it won't encroach on that time. It has to be filled up on all the other time, right? So you have to be intentional about your time. Why can I be here late at night? Because my wife and I have intentionally already spent time together this week. I've taken her lunch to work and we spend time there. This weekend, we're going to spend intentional time together, right? We have our planned out time and she knows it's there, which gives me the freedom and the permission to be all in on my business. So the next time that you're thinking about, well, what do I need to do to grow my business? Think about it this way. What do I need to do to find the harmony in my life that will allow me the clarity and the focus that I need to grow my business? 6, 7, or 8 figures. It's all the same. All right, you guys know what time it is. It's time to get after it. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Thanks for listening to the Success Unleashed podcast. Before we go, show some love for your favorite podcast by liking, subscribing, and leaving us a review. Until we see you again, it's time to get after it. 3, 2, 1, off you go.